Hey everyone, what's going on? Jeff here, and welcome to Zombie Apocalypse Survival Simulator. These come from the developers Random Studios, and they did the Test Trilogy that I played a while back, where you answered a bunch of questions, figured out a lot about yourself, and in the end you realize that you're not alone and everyone goes through the same problems in life and stuff like that. So this is going to be a similar game where you kind of answer questions and you learn a lot about yourself, I believe. And I can't wait to jump into it, so let's do it. Welcome to the bunker. Don't open. Dead inside. Well now, what do we have here? I think we have ourselves a wanderer, Jax. Well, it looks like they wandered into the wrong bunker today, Vega. Hold on a minute, Jax. Not so fast. Maybe they're here to join us. Yeah, I don't like that idea. I say we shoot them and loot them. Jax? Absolutely not. They're clearly unarmed and don't have any supply or rations to their name. They're not worth looting and we don't need another body to dispose of. Alright then, Vega. Tell me. What's on your mind? I say we put them through initiation. Are you sure they're worth it? I mean, look at them. They're kind of pathetic looking, though. You know, that is very rude of you, Jax. I am not pathetic looking. I probably could actually survive the zombie apocalypse. Maybe. Jax, they're right there. Why are you talking as if they can't hear you? Vega, look at all the fucks I give. Seriously. Look at them. I don't see anything. Exactly. Well, I still think we should give them a chance. I mean, I gave you a chance, didn't I? Well, yeah. But I'm awesome. Oh boy. Is that what you think? Obviously. I mean, what other reason would you have to recruit me? Well, the word pathetic that you used earlier brings back memories of your initiation and... Wait, what? You guys let me in because you felt sorry for me? Well, you arrived at the bunker, you were naked and covered in your own shit, Jax. It was mud. Well, it didn't smell like mud. Fine, we'll give them a chance, but if they show any signs of being a detriment to our colony, they're out of here. You got a deal, whoa. Vega got real deep there. You got a deal, partner. Alright, Wanderer, here's the deal. We're going to ask you a variety of questions and you're going to provide us with specific answers. As I'm sure you've seen, the dead roam these lands in far greater numbers than those that remain alive. We don't have strength in numbers, and one wrong decision in the heat of the moment can cost the lives of many. We're going to ask you a test of survival prowess and assess how you do before we decide to let you in our bunker for good. We'll take turns asking questions of varying types, and once we have enough information from you, we'll see whether you're fit to go on a mission, tend to things around here, or get choked out on your ass until the flesh munches. Or that, I suppose. Right, let's get down to it, shall we? Okay. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this with the voice, but I don't even know what I'm doing, or if it's going to sound good. You go ahead and give the first part of the assessment, Jax. I will take notes. You got it, Vega. We'll start nice and simple. These shouldn't be too difficult for you. Try to be as honest as possible with the answers and take your time to really think before you speak. It's easy to misspeak when faced with pressure, but there's no going back or re-answering, so take your time. I love these types of games because I love it when you have to think about it and that final answer is it. That's what you gotta live with. Your initiation starts now. Would you say that you enjoy spending time outside with nature? Yes, I love the nature. One of my favorite places to go is Tennessee and go to the mountains. It's so amazing out there. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform first aid? Something I don't have first-hand knowledge on, but I feel like I can learn. It's something I would love to learn how to do, just because I feel like it's a good ability to have, just in case you never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, sure. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that involve hunting? It comes down to, am I confident in learning it and then be able to perform it? Yeah, why not? If you learn it, it shouldn't be too hard. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that involve fishing? Never been fishing, but it shouldn't be too hard to learn. Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be cardiovascularly fit? No. I got health issues. A lot of you that follow me for a long time or on the Discord or on Twitter know that with my episodic ataxia. So now that I think about it, I probably wouldn't really survive the zombie apocalypse, but I'll say no. Would you shave your head and keep your hair short for the apocalypse? Yeah, I've shaved my head before, and I do like to have my hair short. It drives me nuts when it's long anyway, so yes. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform the task involving water purification? Oh yeah, I'll learn that. That's cool. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that involve animal trapping? I feel like a lot of these I would answer yes to because I feel like I'm a quick learner. Like, I can't read it. It's better if I see how it's done than do it. That's the type of person I am. So as long as someone's there showing me, I'm like, yeah, I got it right away. So I'll say yeah. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that involve fire building? Yeah, fire building seems like it'd be pretty easy. Are you confident in your ability to find direction without the use of a compass? Yes, I am pretty good with directions and in general without having to look at a map. And I can pretty much know my north, south, east, and west pretty easy. Would you say that you work decently well with others? Yeah, I'm pretty easygoing. In the most drastic of circumstances, do you believe they could stomach moldy, expired food for sustenance? No, I've accidentally... Well, I've accidentally had moldy food before without even realizing it. No. Would you take up... I'm gonna stop the voice for a minute. Would you take up smoking of any sort in the apocalypse? No. I think smoke is a horrible habit. I can't stand it. Would you say that you have any addictions or vices that are detrimental to your well-being? I don't have any addictions. I think the thing I'm most addicted to, which I can't really drink because of my medication, is soda. So I'm gonna... But I can't really drink it anyways because I'm on a medication for it. Or for my ataxia, so I'm gonna say, no, not really. Do you show any signs of having potentially serious medical conditions of any kind? Yes. For those of you that don't know, I'm gonna be making a video. I might be doing a podcast as well, just talking about it in one of the episodes. I have episodic ataxia, rare neurological disease. At least that's what they think I have. I take medication for it, and that's why I can't drink soda, because it actually makes soda taste flat and metallic. And it kind of suppresses the episodes where I lose my balance. I can't talk in these episodes, the worst episodes, because my speech slurs, my hands start shaking, my legs start shaking, I have no control over my limbs. So yeah, I would count that as... They think I have it. I'm waiting for get approved for genetic testing, but the medicine's working. That usually treats it, so that's why we're pretty confident I have it. So yeah, that's a serious medical condition. Are you dependent on any forms of medication? Yes, I am diabetic, and I take sugar pills for that diabetic. High blood pressure. I probably wouldn't survive the zombie apocalypse. Do you own any firearms? No. I don't know why I had to think about that. No, I don't. Are you confident in your ability to wield any of the following tools as a weapon? Baseball bat. Yeah, those will seem like they'd be pretty easy to wield as a weapon. Are you confident and able to use the following tools as a weapon? Machete, knife, fire axe, etc. Yeah, why not? If one of your family members became bitten, infected, and would soon be turning, do you believe you could put them out of your misery? Oh, this is a lot of the things that you think about when you're like watching a zombie movie or a zombie TV show like The Walking Dead, Z Nation, or other zombie movies. Could you put a family member out of their misery? That is difficult because then you wouldn't have anyone left. until they pass, and then they come for you, and then you have risk being infected and being alone and infected. That's a hard one. I don't. Again, some of these, let me know what you think in the comments down below. If in that type of world, you have to do what you have to do, I guess. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be squeamish? No, not. I am scared of spiders. I do get squeamish from spiders. That's pretty embarrassing, but yeah. But in general, not really. I'll say yes. Does the sight of blood make you nauseous or queasy? No. I'm good around blood. Are you confident in your ability to learn and perform tasks that may require you to siphon fuel from a motor vehicle? Seen this done a lot in media. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same way where you put the hose in, you suck on it, and then the alcohol starts coming out and you basically get it in your mouth and stuff. But I feel like I can learn it and do it if need be. Are you confident in your ability to learn and how to read a map? Yes, I'm pretty good at reading maps. I'm pretty good at directions in general, so. Are you confident in your ability to find your direction at night without the use of any tools? Yeah, I think so. Can you think of a situation where you would sacrifice yours to save others? Yeah, if it's my family or a good friend. I'd gladly give my life for them. Are you confident in your ability to climb a tree if your life depended on it? No, I don't think I can climb a tree. I'm kind of a bigger guy right now. I know I'm wanting to lose weight, but I'm thinking in general state right now, if I was in this situation, probably not. Would you consider yourself to be nimble? No. Would you consider yourself to be agile? No. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to treat mildly infected wounds? Yeah. Are you confident in your ability to figure out ways to make torches out of any natural materials? I think so. Use cloth, use sticks, stuff like that. Would you consider yourself to be a healthy individual? I want to say yes, but I don't. Not really. I don't want to lie. Don't want to lie to yourself. Do you enjoy the thought of scavenging or rummaging through junk to find something useful? I want to say, I don't know if I would enjoy it. But you can find some cool stuff, like if you play those video games where you're just scavenging and looting, I love it. But in a real world sense, would I? I'll go with yeah. Never know what you can find. Are you confident in your ability to learn and make Molotov cocktails or other explosive devices? Yeah, I think I could do that. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to operate a motor vehicle that you never operated before? I think I can learn how to do that. I know how to drive a rugger. I don't know how to drive a stick, but I feel like I can learn easy. Locate the North Star at night. I think so. Do you have an innate fear of the dark? No, not afraid of the dark. I actually prefer it when it's completely dark and pitch black. Would you say that you have an above average communication skill? I do like communicating with people. I do like reading. I do like making videos. If you approach me, I'd happily start up a conversation with you. Yeah, sure. Would you say that you're a people pleaser? Yeah, I try not to start any arguments. I try to make sure everyone's happy, get along. Do you spend a lot of your time indoors? Lately, yes. Michigan just started getting very cold weather. I hate shorter days. During the summer, not so much. I try to stay out and do stuff outside, but I guess I'll say yeah. Are you confident in your ability to think quickly while under pressure? Quickly, yeah. Do you sometimes snore or make noises while sleeping? I don't think so. Would you consider yourself to be a problem solver? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to act silently and keep quiet if the situation permits? Yes. Are you confident in your ability to persuade others and trusting you? Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty trustworthy. Would you say that you know how to be very manipulative? No, I don't like manipulating people. I don't think I could very well, so no. Does the thought of how you might die make you uncomfortable more so than the thought of being dead itself? So, how you might die or being dead itself? Does the thought of how you might die make you uncomfortable? Not really. I'm more uncomfortable with what comes after, if I'm being completely honest. Because I just don't know. Would you consider yourself to be even-tempered? I think so. Would you consider yourself to be highly rational? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be resourceful? Yes. Have you ever considered an emergency survival kit so you can be prepared for ready for oncoming apocalypse? Something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a prepper. Just because it doesn't have to be a zombie apocalypse, because obviously that's all fake and I believe it's fiction and stuff like that. But I think fiction's the right word. Yeah, because non-fiction is real, fiction is fake. But yeah, any kind of apocalypse, like government falls, a war coming, you never know. So I've always wanted to have a survival kit just in case. So yeah, I've considered it. Would you ever feel comfortable killing, cleaning, and cooking an animal for survival purposes? Don't know if I'd be comfortable with it. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Would you travel a fairly far distance to help your family, even if you weren't entirely sure whether or not they're still alive? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be an innovator? I never really made anything or came up with any very cool ideas. I'll say no. Would you say that you're mentally prepared for an apocalyptic situation? Mentally prepared? Yeah, with a lot of stuff that's been going on in the last year with like the Ukrainian war and governmental stuff with us even, last few years, yeah, I think I'm mentally prepared for something were to happen. If you're home alone at night during a power outage and a loud thump came from somewhere in your home, would you go to investigate? Home alone, power outage, a thump came in your home. Yeah. Thing is, I'm never home because I have animals. I'm never home alone because I have animals, so I'd assume one of them made the thump. Are you confident in your ability to run long distances without tripping? Yes. When I do go to the gym, I do like to go on the treadmill and run. The problem is, if one of these episodic attacks events came up, there's no running because I would fall over instantly. I couldn't even walk straight. But, yeah, I'll say yeah. Bitches always be tripping. Okay. Would you consider yourself to be a realist? Yeah, I think so. Would you say that you get frightened easily? Not really. Like I said, my biggest fear is basically spiders, which is a silly fear in my opinion. It's not logical to me, but I'm still afraid of them. But, frightened easily? Nah. Do you tend to misplace or lose things frequently? Frightened easily, I actually should have said yes, because I remember I do play horror games, and it's so stressful and bad. I'm sorry, I should have answered yes. Oh well. Do you tend to misplace or lose things? No. Would you consider yourself to be mature for your age? I'm 27, so yeah, I think so. Would you consider yourself to be intuitive? Yeah. If you had children to take care of in the apocalypse, would you pass the responsibility on to someone else instead? Ew, I'll take care of my own kids. Would you be willing to kill, clean, and eat a venomous snake if you came across one in the wild? No. That just doesn't sound like a good idea. Would you be willing to eat scorpions or spiders if you need to survive? Hell no. There's my fear. Nope. Nope, nope. Do you have any allergies to wildlife that you know of? No. Don't think I'm allergic to anything. Would you say that you're sunburned easily? Not really, no. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to perform activities that involve securely tying a knot and using a rope? Yeah. Are you confident in your ability to find and use suitable tinder in order to keep dying fire going for long? Yeah. Are you confident in your ability to learn how to craft and use slingshot made from organic materials from... No. Would you say that you frequently suffer from headaches? No, not really. Would you say that you have good eyesight without the use of vision-enhancing tools or aids? Huh. I wonder what this answer's gonna be. No. Would you kill someone who's threatening to kill you? Ooh, yeah. If it's kill or be killed, I guess so. I'm not a big fighter type person. I'm more diplomatic. Would you kill someone who's threatening to kill your loved ones? Yes. Would you drive your car through a horde of the undead? If I have to. I don't see why I would have to, but I'll say no, probably not. Would extra clothes be something you'd carry with you at all times? In an apocalypse situation, it doesn't seem very necessary. No, it seems very unnecessary for the apocalypse. Would you consider yourself to be hairy? No, not really. I have your typical amount of hair for a male. Would you consider yourself to be short? 5'9"-ish, so no. Do you enjoy activities such as hiking? Yes, I love nature. Do you enjoy activities such as camping? Never been. I've always wanted to go camping, though. I'm gonna have to say no. Something I love nature and I love to be outside, but I've always wanted to go camping. You know what? I'll say yes. Do you stay adequately hydrated on a daily basis? Yes, if you never noticed, I'm drinking some Lipton green tea to stay hydrated right now. Are you confident in your ability to cook a meal over an open flame? Yeah, should be no problem. Do you have a fear of heights? Never really experienced the fear of heights. I love roller coasters and I love that type of stuff. And I don't get like anxious when I'm up high in areas, so I guess no. Are you confident in your ability to traverse through Terran for approximately 1 mile before putting up a camp? Yeah, shouldn't be too hard. Are you confident in your ability to physically carry someone injured out of a dangerous situation in a timely manner? This is tricky because when that happens, your adrenaline is pumping, and you hear crazy stories when someone's adrenaline's pumping. They can do extraordinary things. Carry someone, I think I could. If I put my mind to it, and it's like life or death and really urgent, I could do it. Would you choose to keep pets in the apocalypse? In the apocalypse, no. If I already had a pet, yes, I would keep them, like my dogs. If something were to happen tomorrow and I still have my dog, I would do everything my best to keep them alive too, but would I actively choose to seek out? Probably not, no. Would you consider yourself to have a high mental fortitude? I think so. Would you eat your best friend in order to survive starvation? No. I would not go cannibal. Hell no. If your loved one needed complete care in order to survive and provide nothing for you except for a dead weight and another mouth to feed, would you still choose to care for them? If they're a loved one, yeah. I wouldn't let them just die. I mean, that's not who I am. Interesting. Very interesting. Not bad, Ajax. No, not bad yet. I think they're doing quite well so far. They haven't made it to the hard questions yet, though. Oh, I know. That's where I come in. You take it from here, Vega. You got it, Jax. Now, I'm going to ask you slightly more complex questions, and we'll see how good your decision-making skills truly are. Again, just stay honest, and you'll have nothing to worry about. The next part of the assessment starts now. Would you rather be more proficient using a bow or using a gun? Using a bow, you can actually make arrows in the apocalypse. Bullets, you can run out of guns. And a bow is obviously more silent. Would you... Get that mouse out of the way. Would you rather have a fire axe or a hatchet? I think a hatchet's smaller. But fire axe is obviously bigger, gonna be doing more damage. I'm gonna have to go with... Let's go with fire axe. Plus you can use it to break down doors and chop wood and stuff. At the start of the zombie apocalypse, would you rather be near the sea or in the dry, flat plains? Huh, that's a tricky one. Flat plains you can see all around you and know where they're coming, but they're dry. I'm gonna say near the sea. Plus you have fish, you can have water that you can boil and stuff, and then you can also go on boat if you really need to. Would you rather be part of the world's last medical team or the labor force? Probably the medical team. Because you have that great knowledge to hopefully survive. Would you rather fortify an already constructed but badly damaged compound or build a new one from scratch? I think it'd be better to build a new one from scratch. If you were bitten by the zombie and the only way to survive was to hack off a limb in which you were bitten before the virus spreads, would you either lose an arm or a leg? The problem is, depending on your arm and what handedness are you, it can really make surviving difficult, but obviously so could a leg. I know in Walking Dead Herschel lost a leg. But I think I'd rather... Arm or leg? If you find a prosthetic for the leg, it could not be too bad. So I'll say I'd rather lose a leg, I think. Would you rather kill your loved one who is turning into a zombie or just let them turn and roam freely? I wouldn't want them to turn into that. It's painful to do that, so kill the loved one. Would you rather be part of a small, tight-knit group or be part of a large, more diverse group? There are strength in numbers, but if someone becomes infected inside your group, or if this is a zombie apocalypse, for instance, it could be bad. I think a large, diverse group. Would you rather eat an expired, moldy, old can of soup or still in-date can of dog food? Unexpired dog food. Would you rather use a car as a mode of transportation or a horse? Horse. Car, you need to find gas. Horse, you need to find food. I feel like I'll say horse. If your loved one was bit in the leg but didn't want to live without the leg, would you rather put them out of their misery or amputate their leg against their wishes? Amputate the leg forcefully. Would you rather be slow but stealthy or fast but clumsy? Slow but stealth. Would you rather eat rotten animal meat in order to survive or eat human flesh? Ooh, whoa, what the hell? These would you rather questions. Fresh human meat or I'll say rotten animal meat. If you were suffering from severe frostbite, would you rather have to lose your thumb or lose your big toe? You kind of need your thumbs for a lot of situations. Lose my big toe. Would you rather listen to music with headphones on or without headphones on? Depends on the situation. I'll say without headphones. It's mostly in the gym that I wear headphones. Would you rather wear protective riot gear 24/7 or wear regular casual clothes 24/7? Probably riot gear 24/7 because it keeps you protected. Would you rather have to kill and eat your beloved pet in order to survive or kill and eat a random stranger? Oh no! Sacrifice the pet or kill and eat a stranger. Oh no, what the hell? I don't know. I don't want to answer this. What is this question? Well, I don't know. They kind of need humans around in the apocalypse. Sacrifice my pet. I'm sorry. Your sibling and significant other are being hoarded by zombies. You can only save one of them. Who do you choose to save? Sibling or significant other? Oh no, what are these questions? They are harder questions. I'm not really sure. A significant other, at least, you can kind of repopulate if you know what I'm saying. Sibling, not so much. I'm gonna have to say, save my significant other. Would you rather forage for earthworms or capture and kill hummingbirds in order to survive? Would you rather forage for earthworms or capture and kill hummingbirds? Forage for earthworms. Due to a roaming zombie horde, you must quickly evacuate your home, most likely to never return. You may choose to grab one of two items. On the way out of the house, you may grab the family photo album or your great-grandparents' old pocket knife. Which do you choose? Probably the old pocket knife, I guess. Would you rather use buckets and jars to collect rainwater and hope the best, or purify dirty gutter water or for drinking? Buckets and jars to collect rainwater and hope for the best. Probably chance it with rainwater, I guess. Would you rather be low on ammunition or low on medical supplies? Low on ammunition, I think. Because you can get sick and get infected and stuff, and depending on the disease and the weather. Would you rather live in a society run by the government with martial law in effect at all times, or live in a lawless society where everyone fends for themselves? Huh. That's a hard one, I don't know. Would you rather have martial law society or a lawless society? I feel like martial law would be the best, because at least you're protected, and lawless society, people can just kill and not get in trouble for it. Would you rather have plenty of water but very little food, or very little water but plenty of food? Forgot the statistics, like how long you can live without food or water for the longest time. I forgot which one you can live longer without. I think you can live without food for longer, so I'll say plenty of water. Would you rather have a shotgun or a rifle? Shotgun, close range, rifles, long range. I think rifle. Would you rather a bow or crossbow? Crossbow might be need more maintenance, but it's bigger punch and packs a bigger punch, and yeah, I think I'll go with crossbow though. Would you rather wield a crowbar or an axe? Crowbar, axe, crowbar, axe. Let's go crowbar. Would you rather wield a baseball bat or a spear? Spear. Would you rather survive on your own or with a group? With a group. If you could have someone or something to keep watch for you while you slept, would you rather have a guard dog or a watch person? Dogs have really good senses, so if they can sense something coming when it's not there yet, so I'm gonna have to go with that. I'd rather have a guard dog. Would you rather have to eat moldy food or drink dirty water? Yes, drink dirty water. Would you have to drink stagnant water or your own urine? I don't know what stagnant means, but I'm not gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna go with drink my own urine, just because I don't know what stagnant means. Would you rather use a battery-operated flashlight or a fire-lit torch? Battery, they can run out and you'd have to find more. I'll go with fire-lit torch. Would you rather build your camp on a large hill or an open valley? Open valley so you can see where things are coming from. Would you rather spend 10 minutes traveling through an underground tunnel in pitch black darkness, or spend 2 hours finding your way through a dense forest to reach your destination? I have no problem with the dark, so I'll traverse 10 minutes through the darkness. You have 2 items in your backpack. One is a salami stick and the other is a granola bar. Which one do you eat? Salami! Would you rather take a zombie bite and risk turning to save? Would you rather take a zombie bite and risk turning to save a group of strangers, or let 12 strangers die in front of this? Oh, this is like the trolley problem. Take a zombie bite to save some group of strangers, or watch a dozen people get ripped apart by zombies. I'd risk myself. Zombie bite to save strangers. It's the needs of the few for the needs of the many. That's what it's like the trolley problem. I like that. If you were separated from your loved ones and there was no guarantee that they were still alive when the evacuation team came to rescue everyone, would you stay in the zombie-infested area and search for them, or leave with the evacuation team and get to safety? Huh. This is like, are you selfish or are you not are you noble and gonna search for your loved ones? If I knew they were alive, I'd probably stay and search for them. Would you rather split your supplies among a group of people and risk running out faster, or survive alone and have a massive... split supplies as a group. Would you rather witness an apocalypse or be born in an apocalyptic world? Oh, that's a good one, because that's like nurture versus nature. I like that one. Because if you're witnessing it, you gotta learn how to adapt to survive. If you're born into the apocalypse, and you see this a lot in the zombie shows as well, you kind of are accustomed to the world, and that's what you're growing up in, so you're learning as you grow up. And I think I'd rather be born into it. Would you rather be stuck on a plane with zombies or stuck in a train with zombies? I think a train, because at least you can kind of get out of a train. You're stuck on a plane, it's only going to probably end one way, so probably on a train. Would you rather fight against 2 fast-moving zombies or 6 slow-moving zombies? So basically Walking Dead zombies versus World War Z zombies. 6 slow-moving zombies. Would you rather build a bunker miles underground or a fort high up in the tree? Huh. A bunker or a fort in the trees? I'd probably go with bunker miles underground, maybe? Fort high up in trees. I'm not really sure. Both can have their advantages and disadvantages. I'd probably go with the trees. So many things can go wrong with bunker underground. You can run out of air and stuff like that, or have mechanical failures. Would you rather survive in a house out in the country or an apartment in the city? House in the country. There's too many people in the city. If you were driving down the road and saw someone who could be in need of aid, would you rather stop and attempt to help them, or keep driving as if you didn't notice them? This actually happened at the beginning of The Last of Us Part 1, when Tommy and Joe are driving, and Joe tells Tommy to keep driving after they see the family on the side of the road. I'd probably pull over to see if they need help, although it could be a trap. I have trust issues with a lot of the shows and media I've watched. I'll pull over. Sure. Would you rather survive exclusively on canned food or exclusively on dehydrated food? Probably canned food. You and a dog you have just befriended 5 minutes prior now are surrounded by an undead. You can choose to risk your life by picking up the dog and attempting to escape, or you can guarantee you survive by letting the zombies devour the dog while you flee. Well, I just met the dog and we're friends now. Risk my life to save the dog. Would you rather travel at night or during the day? During the day, because you can actually see, though, at night, during the day, what's to come. So, during the day. In the apocalypse, would you rather have to take care of a child or take care of an elderly person? The problem with the child is that they're loud and stuff like that. An elderly person, they're also weak. They both are like have their very strong similarities. Because like the circle of life, like when you're a child, you need to be taken care of. When you become very old, you need to get taken care of again. But in the apocalypse, I think a child. I think you can get out of the town, hopefully. If you were in charge of leading a group of survivors, would you rather everyone else see you as an equal or view you as much more powerful than them? View me as an equal. Would you rather live without air conditioning or live without heating? Live without heating. I do like it to be cooler though. Would you rather have to survive in a zombie-filled manor for a week, or survive in a forest with fewer roaming zombies for a week? Zombie-filled manor just sounds horrible. We'll have to go with the forest roaming zombies. Would you rather drink water from a toilet or drink water from a puddle? Both are disgusting, but I guess puddle water? Would you rather spend 4 days awake fending off your base from zombies, or get adequate amounts of sleep but run the risk of your base becoming completely surrounded by the Walking Dead? Don't sleep for 4 days and just fight them. Would you rather be a master specialist in one vital thing that people need in the apocalypse, or a jack of all trades? I like knowledge, and I like to know a lot of things, so I guess jack of all trades. Would you rather live in a cave or on a boathouse? Probably boathouse. Would you rather roam from place to place for a year with survivors, or live in a home for a year alone? Being alone in isolation can do a lot of things to a person, so I'll go with roam with survivors. Would you rather keep your survival supplies in a duffel bag or a backpack? Backpack. Would you rather search for and use wood or metal to fortify your base? Wood or metal? I feel like wood's easier to get and come by. Would you rather lose your vision in one eye or hearing in one ear? Your perception would go completely off if you lose your vision. You have to get used to it. So I guess I'll go with lose hearing in one ear. Would you rather harvest and build a fire with dry grass and straw, or harvest and build a fire with wood shavings? Dry grass and straw? Would you rather be stuck in a place that's constantly rains, or stuck in a place that's dry but incredibly hot? Constant rain, because it's water. Why not? Would you rather survive by eating toads and frogs, or survive by eating various bugs? Bugs, I guess? I don't know. Would you rather eat a handful of caterpillars or eat a raw mouse? Ew, what are these questions? Caterpillars? You find a generator with enough fuel to perform one task for your group. Would you choose to cook one meal that everyone shares, or make sure everyone showers and brushes their teeth for 5 minutes? Probably a meal. That sounds like the most important thing. I can't believe what I've been hearing. We might just have another member for our crew after all, Vega. I know. They just seem so promising. Don't forget what happened to the last Wanderer, though. Remember? I know, Jax. I know. The first couple parts of the initiation are easy, but the final part is really what carries the most weight. Well, why don't we get on with it then, so we can determine whether or not they'll truly make a good fit. Do you want to go first, or shall I do the honors? You go right ahead, Jax. Make it a juicy one. Well, they don't call me Juicy Jax for nothing, do they? They call you that because you sweat a lot. Are you kidding me? Why does everyone here bully me? And why am I just learning about it now? Sorry, bud. Whatever. Let's just get this over with. How are you, buddy boo? The final part of your assessment begins now. Here we go. The zombie apocalypse has just begun while you're at home, eyes glued to the TV as the chaos begins to unfold. You hear screaming, explosions coming from outside, and you realize that you have virtually no supplies on hand to deal with what future terror awaits you. You must think quickly and form a plan of action, for this may be the last decision you ever make. What do you do? Head to the nearest grocery store? Head to the nearest pharmacy? Head to the nearest weapon/tool shop? Stay at home and pray the chaos dies down? Probably grocery store. To stock up on supplies if we don't have any. Bad news. Your place of residence has quickly been swarmed by the undead. Good news, however. You have the opportunity to choose where you're going to go next. What do you do? Bunker down in a hospital? Hide in an abandoned prison? Bunker up in a fortified house? Or go chill at the grocery store? Hide in an abandoned house, bunker up in a fortified house. Probably hunker down in a hospital. After months of surviving the apocalypse, you managed to join a band of survivors and have built a fortified camp that you can rest peacefully. And that is until a scout brings back word to your camp that a rampaging horde is headed straight for you. The horde is so vast it's hard to tell how many rot bags are coming for you. So I ask, what do you do? Abandon camp and start somewhere else, stand and fight, win or die trying. Hide in the camp, pray the horde passes without issue. Attempt to use yourself as bait to lure the horde away. Start over somewhere else. If you don't know the numbers and there's outnumbered, don't risk it. You've done an important job for a very important man, and it's time for you to be rewarded. You get to choose a mode of transportation to keep for as long as you stay alive. What do you choose? Bicycle, tractor, motorcycle, old car. Motorcycle. I feel like they're easier to maintain than a car would be. You find yourself lost in the woods at night and it's so dark that you can't see your hand in front of your face. You're armed with an unlit torch and a combat knife. What do you do? Light the torch and run home as quickly as possible. Keep the torch unlit and wander aimlessly. Rest next to a tree and wait for morning. Light the torch intermittently and travel home slowly. Probably light the torch intermittently. You've been holed up in a treehouse for over a month, and ever since a wild pack of zombie wolves chased you to your current location. You haven't seen any zombies in quite some time, but you hear the occasional moan and groan from the darkness of the night. You're quickly running out of supplies, and you know there's a grocery store about 15 minutes walking distance away, but you have no idea what awaits for you there, or if it's already been looted. What do you do? Leave and try to scavenge nearby residences. Stay in hopes someone comes for you. Put jars and catch rainwater. Make traps. Jars and catch small rodents. Hypothermia can be one of the most dangerous things you might encounter when attempting to survive in the wilderness. What is the earliest sign that you may be experiencing hypothermic shock? Yeah, I don't know. Confusion, slow reflex, profuse sweating, and being cold. I think it's actually sweating and being cold. I could be wrong. I know your body reacts differently. I'm going to say sweating it despite being cold. You've gone a bit too far out of your normal hunting grounds when searching for your next meal, but you should be able to find your way back home depending on how you orient to your current position and what you're following. The sun, the trail, the head of the parking lot, prominent peak or other landmark. Let's go with the sun. You are in charge of a group of about 20 survivors, and you somehow managed to lead them into a death trap hotel building. You're on the 3rd floor in a room stocked full of Molotov cocktails, and a massive zombie horde can be heard breaking through windows and doors on the 1st level. After about 10 minutes of swarming, you hear the zombies on the 2nd floor of the hotel, and you know it won't be long before they find you and your group on the 3rd floor. Your group has called in a favor from another band of survivors who have access to a helicopter. However, they're 1 hour away and you know you can't all fit on the helicopter at once. What do you do? Choose one person to sacrifice themselves. Okay. Cover yourself in zombie guts and attempt to walk through the horde. You know, I've watched a lot of zombie shows, so cover yourself in zombie guts. You are in charge of guarding the gate of your compound and decide to enter and who leaves. An unknown survivor approaches the gate and begs you for aid. The survivor, who claims to be alone and fears that they was being perished if left out in the wilderness for any longer, seeks refuge in your camp. What do you do? Deny them entry until you search them thoroughly. Deny them entry, but give them supplies for the road. Search them before you let them in. You and 2 others are stuck on a rooftop of a building located smack dab in the middle of the city, overrun with zombies. The people you're stuck with just happen to be your best friend and your significant other. They're both badly wounded, but a chopper is waiting on the rooftop to take you to safety. However, the chopper already has a pilot and 1 passenger and can only fit 2 more people aboard. What do you do? Force the pilot to take all 3 of you despite being over the weight capacity. Go with your significant other, leave your friend. Ooh, this is a hard one. Forcefully remove the other passenger and leave them there. Stay behind and let the others go without you. Oh no. So there's no option to take your friend and leave the significant other, which is very interesting. I'd probably go with my significant other and leave my friend. That sounds very selfish, so I'm sorry. It's your turn to scavenge for supplies for your community, so you hit the road and make your way to a small abandoned town in the middle of nowhere. Upon arrival, you notice that someone else is already there doing the exact same thing for their community. You both mutually agree to help each other and split any loot you might find before going your separate ways. But your community is really struggling at the moment. What do you do? Split the supplies in half as agreed upon. I didn't even have to think about that one. You are driving your car back to camp after a successful supply run. You come to a sudden halt. Blocking the road is a small horde of zombies, maybe 20 or so in number. What do? Hit the gas and plow through them. Turn around, look alternative route, park the car into the no foot, attempt to go off-road. Look for an alternative route. I'm not going to risk the car. That's just silly. Scientific research suggests that zombies have an expiration date as they rot and decompress over time. About how long can a zombie's body continue to function before developing rotting away? I have no idea. That's interesting, though. It's basically not even just a zombie. Like, what's a dead corpse or whatever gonna? How long does it take for the body to decompose? Let's say 5 to 7 years. Because a lot of factors play into that, like weather and stuff like that. When you're in a crunch and you must resort to eating insects in order to survive, which insect would you generally attempt to avoid? Probably bright ones. Which of these berries are safe to eat when ripe and cooked, but will cause nausea when eaten off the bush? Oh, I have no idea. This is actual knowledge stuff. I did not expect this. Elderberries, golden currants. Let's go with elder. Safe to eat when ripened and cooked, but will cause nausea when eaten off the bush. I think raspberries can eat off the bush. Let's go with elderberries. Oh man, that was actual knowledge. Oh boy. Well, I think we have enough information here to make our assessment. I agree, Jax. These are interesting results for sure. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Vega? I believe so, Jax. I can't bring myself to say, Vega. You tell him. Uh-oh. Alright, Jax, if you insist. You're in! Yes! Even with my medical shoes. Yep. It makes me sick. Oh, lighten up, Jax. You passed our assessment. We want to get you a mission first thing tomorrow morning. You rest up. I'll show you to your room and bring you some rations. In the morning, we leave. We'll see how you do tomorrow, Wanderer. Get a good night's sleep. It might be your last. So I'm in. They took me to the colony. After being recruited to a raucous group of survivors known as the Wolves, you get yourself a nice, peaceful rest for the first time in a long time. In the morning, you're fed a good meal in what feels like an eternity, and you're briefed on a mission that involves a lot of risk and very few rewards. Why on earth would anyone send you on this journey? Well, the answer is simple. It's because you are the new recruit and you don't get to pick and choose where to go and what to do. Your job is to join a few wolves on a trip to a massive hotel in the city and scavenge for supplies. So you take your orders and do exactly what you're told. Fast forward several hours and you find yourself stranded on a rooftop of a 12-story building with 4 other survivors that you barely know. The building has caught fire and you escape the flames by making your way to the top of the hotel you were attempting to loot. The flames have drawn the attention of every zombie in the city, and you stare at the darkness street below, but you see what seems like hundreds of ant-sized zombies beating down the first floor doors and windows of the hotel. Before you know it, the zombies have made their way up to the 11th floor, and you can hear the screams and moans getting closer and closer until they're beating on the 12th floor door. You begin to wonder which death is worse, being eaten alive by zombies or burning to death. Fortunately for you, timing is not on your side and you might be suffering both simultaneously on the dreadful endeavor. When all else looks gloom, you take a quick peek over the edge of the building and see a potential third option. You could leap to your death and paint the empty streets like a crimson ink on canvas, but that would defeat the purpose of being a true survivor, now wouldn't it? You look around frantically before spotting a long wire attached from your building to another. With a hasteful thinking, you spring into action and start taking apart an old rooftop radiator. You find 5 iron supplies inside the radiator and use them to zipline device on the wire leading from one building to the next. And the 4 survivors with you manage to zipline their way to just as zombies have broken through the flaming engulfed rooftop door. The trudging dead chase you hungrily over the edge and plummet to their demise, like horses chasing a carrot on a stick. You look around and notice a dead man in the hole in the head, clutching a bottle of unopened beer. You pry that bottle from his cold dead grasp and bust the bottle open with a fizz. "Sorry, bud, I need this more than you do," you exclaim. You chug the bottle without slowing, following a well-deserved sigh of relief. You successfully manage to escape the skin by your teeth, and you live to die another day, recruit. On top of that, every zombie in the city has just met their end, so looting should be much easier and safer for you and your crew moving forward in the next several weeks. Your mission while Rockly is incredibly successful. Well done. You have a 92% chance of surviving in a zombie apocalypse. Your secret word is survivors. My throat is hurting so bad right now from all this speaking, because I have not done one of these videos in a while where it requires that much speaking. Your results have been based on many different variables and may vary with each playthrough dependent on a multitude of factors. We hope you enjoyed your experience and have learned a little bit more about your brain works when presented with different survival situations, conflicts, and altercations. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of the session and leave it in the comments for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on called Chasing Demons, which you can now add to your wishlist on Steam for future updates and to see if you've been chosen to be in the game itself. We will also be taking a name from the comments and placing in the credits for our upcoming RPG title as a thank you for your participation and support. We really, truly appreciate you and look forward to reading your words and thoughts. We will always read every comment we get. You won't go unnoticed. Again, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, and we hope to get some form of enjoyment from our projects. Now, feel free to check out their other products. The test was amazing, and I played those games played, so my comment and word didn't make a big difference, but I'm definitely going to go straight and leave a review. This game just came out today as I'm playing it, yesterday from the time you guys are watching this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and there's the credits. I like to try and leave the credits up, and they actually went by pretty quick, surprisingly. And if you play the game, let me know what you think. It will be linked in the description below, and let me know what your secret word was, and make sure you go leave a review on Steam and show them your secret word. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Up over here, we got the most recommended video just for you. Down over here, make sure you subscribe and come back for more. And until next time, remember to change that road one smile at a time. You never know whose life you can save or change. And as always, I can't wait to see you in the next video. Love you guys.